Alright, let's get to the chase. If you are an ambitious creator, you've probably reached the point in your journey where you realize this is not all sunshine and rainbows. Maybe you've grinded your heart out on that video that was supposed to be your magnum opus, you upload it and it gets 42 views. Maybe you've been uploading day after day after day and the algorithm has not rewarded you for such consistency. Maybe you've been led astray by false gurus that tell you, oh, it's just about SEO, oh, it's just about retention hacking, oh, it's just about changing the color of your shirt in the thumbnail. But let me be the first one to tell you the truth, that over 96% of creators will never make it, will never grow, let alone turn their channels and their brand into something that actually pays them and can change their life. And I know this because before getting over 20 million long-form views on my other channel, before building a 6-figure business off of my brand, and before having the lifestyle that allows me to travel and go to Sedona and hang around mountains and make videos, I was on the exact same path. Because while I was doing what I was told, I was doing what felt right, and I was trying to work towards making this YouTube thing a career, getting views, growing my channel, making the life for myself I've always wanted, the truth is, the majority of creators, including myself, get put on a 3-phase path to completely killing their channels. And you can fall onto this path whether you have 1 subscriber, 100, 1,000, a bajillion. We see this all the time. I've seen channels that they have that one video that blows up and they're like, oh, I got 100k views, finally, I've made it. And then their next video gets 1,000, and then their next video gets 50, and they're back to square one. Congrats, you made $200 on ad revenue. You can barely buy groceries with that nowadays. And trust me, I know from experience, you're probably doing at least one of these things, if not 2, if not 3. So in this video, I'm going to expose this hidden path that the majority of creators take that kill their channel, so you know exactly what to do instead, so you can finally get the growth you've always wanted with your personal brand, with your channel, and with the business that you have or are going to build off of the channel. So I've made all kinds of videos since a kid, from funny little skits to action movies to Minecraft and Call of Duty Let's Plays. I didn't really choose to go all in until my senior year of high school. I was with my girlfriend, I was showing her my old YouTube videos because I haven't made videos in over 2 years at that point, and I felt this wave of just dread, of shame, and even a tear dropped down my face as I began to show her my old videos because I realized I had let my dream down. I had let that old version of myself who truly believed he could make it become a YouTuber, I'd let him down. So I decided in that moment that I was going to go all in. I was going to make this a reality. And at the time, my only big interest in my life was fitness. So I started making gym vlogs. So for all of 2019, I was going to the gym, vlogging, recording my progress as a skinny kid, trying to get strong, trying to get some muscles. And you know, it was like 50 views, 60 views, 100 views here and there, maybe the odd 1,000 view video if I was really lucky. And despite such low views in 2020, I dropped out of college, I moved to the big city because I was chasing my dreams of becoming a fitness influencer. And for that entire year, it was the exact same story. Low views, no growth. But in my mind, I would watch all these other fitness creators and I would think, oh, I'm better than them. I'm just as good as them. I can make good videos too. I'm awesome. I'm funny. I'm great. But the numbers didn't reflect that. And it wasn't until the next year, after a whole year of eating shit, that I realized I need to up my game. I need to do better if I actually want to compete in this industry. So I started posting more frequently. I invested thousands of dollars into a new camera and a new MacBook. And I actually tried to make my vlogs a bit of a story instead of just random clips of my day. And guess what? It actually started doing well. I started getting more views. I was finally getting thousands of views a video, even 10,000 plus here and there. But after a year of doing that, I've realized that I didn't want to make fitness content anymore. I wanted to actually help people. I wanted to make talking head educational content. And I really had that realization when one of my videos blew up and got millions of views just talking to a camera and teaching. And because I had really bad mental health issues, I got into self-improvement, I got into psychology. So in 2022, I started to make talking head videos about that. And I blew up and made $1 million and 1 million subscribers. No, that didn't happen. What actually happened was there was this invisible wall that I kept putting out video after video after video, and none of them would break through. I could not get a self-improvement video to actually pop off and get hundreds of thousands of views and actually grow my brand in that industry. And after another year of desperately trying to make this shit work, but not getting the views I needed, not getting the income I needed to actually make it a career, I was facing the exact same issue again, and I had to look back on the year not accomplishing any of the goals I set out, and I had to face the same realization. I had to learn the same lesson twice, and that was just my content wasn't good enough. I was not as good as I thought with titles and thumbnails. I was not as good as I thought with hooks. I was not as good as I thought with writing and planning out the content I was making, and it reflected throughout the entire year in my view counts. And it looks obvious looking back, but in that process of 2022, every video I made, I thought it was gonna pop off and be the banger that blows up my channel, and it never was, because I had ego blindness. This is the first step of the path to killing your channel, because the best mindset you can adopt is, if you are not getting the results you want, is because you are not putting in the right inputs to get that output, meaning you are currently not good enough to put in those inputs to get the output you desire. At the beginning of this year, I hosted a free challenge for aspiring creators. They came in, I gave them a free course, I gave them coaching calls, I walked them through the process, all the lessons that I have learned to make talking head content, educational content, so they can kickstart their brands. And it was about halfway through this challenge, they watched my module on packaging, learning about titles and thumbnails, and they were talking in the group chat we had about Photoshop alternatives, how to edit their photos for free to make their thumbnail images. Now look, if you do not have any money at all, yes, use the resources you have, pirate the resources if you need to, but I knew for a fact that these people had $15, $20 a month to use Photoshop. They just didn't want to do it. They weren't willing to invest $20 into the best possible photo editing app for the most important part of a video to get views, the packaging, because some part of their brain made them blind to the fact that they needed that, and they thought they could just figure it out or wing it or just take a half-assed photo and make it the thumbnail and they'll still get views. Even in my paid mastermind, Audience Alchemy, link in the description, I've ran into similar things. I'll be reviewing someone's content and I notice that they're cutting corners in the editing, or they're making mistakes in the recording process, or they went into the recording process not as prepared as they should have been, and it led to a bad video. And when I press them on this, they may something like, well, that's just how I do it, or, well, I thought I put in enough work. Or they have this delusion that because they're them, they will just get views and the world will love them and accept them, and they'll blow up their business because, oh, I'm just being authentic on camera. So look, if you want to make this a reality, you have to understand that it's not about you, it's about your audience. Meaning, when you are making your packaging, when you are writing your hooks, when you are writing your videos, you need to have the audience in mind. You need to be breaking your back. You need to be pushing yourself to make the most ideal packaging and content for your audience. Not for you, not so you can rewatch your video and be like, wow, I look so good, or wow, I'm talking so well. No, because it doesn't matter. Unless you want to have one view per video and keep flipping burgers or working in the office under those fluorescent lights the rest of your life, then you have to flip your perspective on this. There has been so many times where I had made videos that I was so proud of myself for, my ego was so inflated by it, and they absolutely bombed. Whereas other videos where I thought, oh, well, I don't know, I'm not really sure, but I really did everything in my power to make it for the ideal viewer, so we'll see. And those videos blew the fuck up. So how to avoid that is to understand that you are not these peak moments where you really had a good title or you really had a good idea for that one video. You are not this peak up here when it comes to your content, when it comes to your performance, your effort and skill as a creator. You are the baseline that you fall to. Meaning that instead of trying to chase that one banger or trying to milk or exploit some hack or some trend or whatever, you need to focus on raising your baseline, raising your standards for your own content, and looking at it through the eyes of your audience avatar. And look, if you do not have a crystal clear vision on the one person, the one archetype that you are talking to on the other side of the camera, none of this matters. You're not going to make content that's truly impactful, that truly builds a cult-like following, that can truly change your life when you monetize it and build a business off of it. So if you want to ensure that you have a crystal clear audience avatar so you can instantly 10x the quality of your packaging, your hooks, your content, then grab my free audience avatar generator in the description below. You can check it out after this video. And the second way to avoid this is, don't think that you are this master, that you have it all figured out because you watched a couple film booth videos or tutorials on YouTube. You cannot ever think that you are Ben Kenobi. You have to always have the mindset of the student, of the mentee, and that is of Luke Skywalker, because that's going to program your mind to keep looking at ways to improve your content, to raise your standards, to find new information that's going to make you a better creator. But on the topic of ego, even after I had this part figured out, it kept me blind of the one thing that actually moved the needle, that actually led to explosive growth on my channel, because I actually understood my content, my creation, my audience infinitely better. But we're going to save that for number 3, because first we have to explain this. So after realizing the error of my ways in 2022, going into 2023, I decided it is time for me to learn more. It is time for me to up my standards with my own content. And finally, I invested in myself for the first time ever. I spent a little over $100 on a content brand writing course, and it actually changed a lot for me. I finally understood some frameworks, some core understanding, some core principles to writing content, and I got better at packaging, better at creation, better at editing, just from experience. I still remember the day where I had a video I uploaded a month prior. I put all my effort into it, all my writing skills into it, really grinded it out, and I got like 12,000 views and then stopped until one morning I woke up, checked my studio, and I was like, oh, it's at 20,000. Oh, it's at 40, 50, 60, 80, 100,000, 300,000, 400,000. It went up to over 1.2 million views. While it was awesome at the time, it actually led me to make the second mistake on this path, because I got addicted to those views. I got addicted to seeing those numbers in my studio. This led me on this wild goose chase of constantly trying to come up with new novel ideas, constantly trying to over edit and over plan and just really go hard for views, because that's what I wanted. I needed more views, better videos, better editing than the last video, and it was a downward spiral, and I started to burn out, I started to overthink, and my videos actually started to get less and less views as I was going through this process. And this happened because I had contracted a disease called Oneupism. This is when a creator finally has a video that hits, or he finally starts to get some traction on his channel, so every single video he makes, he's trying to one-up the last video he made. You edit even harder than you did last time. You're trying to find new crazy ideas that have never been done before on YouTube. But the truth is, unless you just want to be an entertainment creator that creates this brain rot content to garner low quality views from your slop, if you actually want to build a brand, build a cult-like following, build a business, you cannot afford to think like a Mr. Beast. You are not Mr. Beast. And you do not have to be. You do not have to constantly just keep one-upping yourself over and over and over with better ideas and better ideas, because the truth is, that's literally impossible. You're gonna burn out, you're gonna be uploading less, you're gonna break your consistency, and most likely as you chase these new novel ideas, you're not gonna be making content about the things your audience actually wants you to talk about. A better mindset is to front-load effort in improving your content. Yes, get better and better, try to edit a little better, make a little bit of a better thumbnail, get a better camera, things like that, but you want to front-load your effort, and then you reach a point where it's less about trying to one-up yourself and more about maintaining the momentum that you have with your channel, especially when you're trying to get views, because that means the algorithm's trusting you into delivering more impressions to your content. And if you all of a sudden try to chase a goose and make the wrong video, that momentum is going to die. And the only way I was able to get off this path and fix this was, instead of thinking about constantly trying to one-up myself, I asked myself, what are my content buckets? Content buckets are these collections of 2 to maybe 5 different things that you talk about in your content. For example, on my other channel, it was mainly things like confidence, discipline, focus/productivity, mindfulness, and honestly just overall self-improvement, how to become a better version of yourself. And some videos I may talk about 2 of the buckets at once, but most of the time I know which core bucket I am dipping into to make a video about that thing. And I know you're thinking, well, that sounds boring. I'm just gonna be talking about the same things over and over and over. Exactly. That is how you build a brand. Your audience clicks on your video and subscribes to you and loves you because you talk about the things that they want to hear you talk about. A great example of someone who stuck to their buckets and blew up was this creator called Dan Co. He kind of told people you should make personal brands, and the best way to do it is learn writing, so you can write on Twitter and build a newsletter off of your Twitter following. So his content buckets were writing, it was videos about one-person business, it was just kind of like explaining the concept from a different angle over and over, and the other one was focus, kind of how to be focused, productive, things like that. And he just rotated these 3 to 4 buckets over and over and over, and it felt like he was saying the same things. It felt like the same videos, but he blew up because of it. He was getting 6-figure view counts every single video because he stuck to his content buckets. Yes, if 1 in every 10 videos you want to try something new, go for it. That's fine. That's not going to kill your channel. 1 video isn't going to kill your channel. What kills channels is when creators don't know what their buckets are and are just kind of going with the wind or the vibe they feel when it comes to deciding what content to make. And the moment I realized this, created my buckets, and only made content within my buckets, my channel finally started getting momentum again. I got back to the 6-figure view count videos, back to building a strong following, back to monetizing it with my business on the back end. And sometimes I felt like I was repeating myself. Sometimes I tell the same stories, I use the same analogies, and that is perfectly fine. You will get sick of your content, you will get sick of your topics well before the audience does. You have to remember this. Because while you're making content about, yes, things you already understand, yes, things you already kind of know, you can kind of talk about it off rip most of the time, for the viewer, this is new information. And the human brain needs to hear things over and over and over and over before it really ingrains it into the mind, into the subconscious mind, and they finally learn the thing that you are teaching them. But all that being said, there is the final mistake, and this is actually the most common mistake I see amongst creators, even creators that are a little more advanced, a little more of a following, a little more experience. And that is that they don't understand that they have deep, internal, subconscious, cognitive biases. Yes, the E is lowercase, whatever, deal with it. So when they're looking at their content, they actually see a very limited amount of information because their brain, our brains, our cognitive biases, our subconscious, our egos block us from seeing other things. So they may see that, oh, I made this amazing, perfect video right here. You know, they can just see all this, but they can't see the giant piece of poo-poo mistake that they are making in every single video. Look at that. It's got stinky lines. There's a little fly right here flying around it because it smells so bad. And what I realized way too late in my journey is that I can't magically make my brain see the shit. I needed someone else to come in and point the shit out for me. I needed feedback to break the spell that my own mind, my own ego had on me with my content, where I'd upload a video and it doesn't do it. I'm like, well, the algorithmic Illuminati is after me and they're shadow banning me, or they don't want me to succeed, or wow, my video is so great and polished and amazing. And then I have a mentor or another creator friend look at it and say, oh, well, that hook didn't really make sense. Oh, I don't really understand what you mean with that picture in the thumbnail. And it's like a spell has been lifted. It's like the blinders, these glasses have been taken off. And also I'm like, oh, yeah, you're completely right. Let me fix that. Let me change that. And the only two ways to really go about finding these people that will actually provide valuable feedback, because it's not asking your grandma, hey grandma, what do you think of my thumbnail? Because she's going to say, oh, it looks so good. I'm so proud of you. You're just the genius, 180 IQ. You're going to be the next PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Elon Musk. No, you need people that kind of know what they're talking about, especially if it's someone who kind of understands your content. And that's usually through either paying for mentors, for coaching, for programs, or having a mastermind group of friends that also make content, especially if it's somewhat similar content to me. It doesn't have to be the same, but for example, educational creators. And when I realized I needed this, I also realized that I have been wasting years with these blinders on. So I spent thousands, over $10,000 on courses, programs, mentorships by some names that have coached some of the biggest creators and personal brands currently. And the moment I started doing that, everything went on a fast track. Everything finally started trending up after years of trial and error, because I finally had someone who has the information, has gone through the same shit, made the same mistakes as me, pointing out my flaws instantly, or giving the information I didn't have, because the truth is, you don't know what you don't know. There's a lot of things we need to learn that we're not even aware of, therefore we don't even know to look it up, or buy the book, or buy the program about it. We need someone to guide us and reveal these things to us, which, by the way, if you're someone who actually wants to take this serious, and you trust me by this point, you realize I'm not one of these fake gurus spewing nonsense about YouTube and content and brand and business. There's a lot of them out there. I know they're stinky poo-poo faces, and I know they get lots of views and make lots of money, but you can smell them. You can smell them. I know you can. Then consider checking out Audience Alchemy and applying, and I can actually go in and help you one-on-one and reveal to you all of the information I have learned throughout my years as a creator, a brand, a business owner. But even though we've covered all these things and you can finally get some motion on your channel, what about the other half of the equation? What about actually monetizing your channel, your brand, your following, so you can actually achieve the freedom you want as a creator? Because the truth is, unless you're getting millions and millions of views, ad revenue isn't going to cover it. So click the video on the screen right now where I break down the best one-person business model for creators. It is the exact thing I did to build a multi-six-figure business, and it absolutely changed my life. I was able to quit my job, I'm able to travel, I moved to my dream city. Everything's awesome because I figured out and cracked the code to this singular model, the path that is in the video on the screen right now. So click it, click it, click it. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye-bye.